Fandoms Anonymous.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. I'm here today to review the Batman and Bill Hulu documentary. I thought that this was such an amazing documentary. It's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched, just to be honest. We have a man named Mark who just set out on a journey to make sure that Bill Finger, the real deal creator of Batman, along with Bob Kane, got noticed for his contributions. That's something that's just, to me, that's just so noble of him to do the legwork and to look through this man's family tree. The man that he really didn't even know or had never met. Looking through this man's family tree, looking through this man's family history, searching the internet, scouring the internet, looking through old tapes and interviews and finding out all of the information that he could find out in order to get some justice for Bill Finger. You know, Bill Finger ended up passing away alone in his home. He was buried, we have thought he was buried in a pauper's grave, but actually his ashes were spread out by his son. The thing about it was once Mark found out that his son was deceased, he also found out that his son was a homosexual and that he had AIDS. So that, in his mind, ruled out that Fred, which was Fred Finger, which was Bill Finger's son, had any children. But then that was not the case. He found out that he had a daughter, and her name was Althea Finger, and he found her. And they went after they ended up going after DC. It didn't start out like that. They got connected with DC. DC made her feel welcome, made her feel at home. You know, the thing that network executives do when you're coming into the fold of your family of this gigantic franchise. And there was a statement that come out that changed the tides of the whole situation. It was a statement that was made by a vice president in one of the sectors of the DC comic universe or DC Comics company, and said that everything is all good with the Finger family, and that was not the case. So at that time they went full force, legalized, went after everything, and they ended up getting their case won so she can be recognized as the heir of what Bill Finger worked on. And from now on, anything that has anything to do with Batman, his name is mentioned. One of the first things that came out with his name being mentioned was the Gotham TV show, and his name was in the credits, or in the beginning credits, for Batman v Superman. And I think that is just so awesome. But let's get to the dirt and grime of this story. Bob Kane, in a sense, blackballed Bob Finger out of his rights as one of the first people that created Batman. I mean, that was just so dirty. And not calling the man a dirty person, he probably more than likely he was a good guy, just as they all said throughout the entire documentary. But in this regards, he really, really, really kind of, blocked this man out of a birthright, out of his right to be one of the people that were part of the founding institution of Batman and what we know him today. Bill Finger was influential in creating a lot of the characters that we have, like the Joker and the Riddler, and all of those iconic characters that we have for Batman. Bob Finger had a lot to do with it, and Bob Kane kind of pushed it aside as if he was the one and only person that came up with the idea for Batman. And I just thought that was so not cool. And that happens a lot of days in society. So just as some advice, people, if you're out there and it is something that you've created or something that you're doing, hold on tight to it. Get your documentation up. Get your stuff signed. Whatever it is that you have to do, get it together. Please get it together so you won't wind up in a situation like that. And like I said, other than that, it was a great documentary. I fully enjoyed the documentary. It was on superheroes, which is what we talk about a lot here. And it was just great. So shout out to Mark. Shout out to the Finger family, who will now have their rightful place in the pantheon when it comes to DC Comics. So guys, if you don't know who we are, we're Fandoms Anonymous. That's FANDOMS ANONYMOUS. We're all over social media. We're right here on Facebook. Join our Facebook group for discussions, and also go and like the Facebook fan page. Also, we're here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell for future videos. Also, head over to Instagram, where we're at Fandoms_Anonymous17, and over there at Twitter, where we're at Anonymous_Fan17. for all of your viewing needs. So guys, we got a lot of stuff coming up. The new episode of Phantom Talk is uploaded. Got a new one-on-one series with my man LaVon Gray. Got a new celebrity one-on-one series that will debut tomorrow. So check that out. And as I always say, guys, if there is anything else, thanks for watching and have a good one.